Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I'm going to be working in my Snotter book again today. I'm looking at pages 61 and 62. This is not a book, this is a commitment. Do one thing on this list every day for 1 month. Wear an article of clothing inside out, read a book you don't think you'll like, sing on your way to work or school, give something away, take a photo, draw something, write a letter. I decided I fancied the idea of drawing something every day for a whole month. Just something to represent something that made me smile that day or something I wanted to remember. I thought I'll keep it easy. There'll be really little tiny drawings. So I got this grid ready in time to start on the 1st of June. Each of the rectangles measures 2 centimetres by 3. I've seen other people do this kind of thing and I've never kind of committed to it before, although I've always quite liked the idea. So what I did was I got the grid ready and then I thought it would be quite nice if I could show you the whole thing all at once. So what I did was I actually made my little drawing every day on this scrap piece of paper, and now I could just kind of transfer it into the book all at one time and speed through and show you the process. So here we go. So on the 1st of June, my step-granddaughter Macy came over and we made jewellery and we filmed it for YouTube. So that was definitely a fun day I want to remember. And I think for each day I'm going to write just one word to remind me of what that picture means. So the 2nd, this is obviously a quiet day, nothing out of the ordinary happened, but one thing that always makes me smile is my morning cup of coffee, especially when my husband makes it for me. Somehow it tastes even better when someone else makes it for you, doesn't it? On the 3rd, my good friend Jilly came over and she helped me put together an outfit for an upcoming wedding I was really looking forward to, but I had no idea what I was going to wear. That isn't what I actually wore, but you know, it's got to fit in a tiny space. One thing that's been making me smile a lot recently is watching the baby birds in the garden. You've seen robins and blackbirds and starlings, and I love the life that they bring to the garden. I'm going to put robin. Because I think that was the first one we noticed. On the 5th, one thing I particularly enjoyed and have been enjoying a lot this month is some slow stitching. I've been doing a Sew for the Soul book inspired by textile artist Anne Brooke. She's an absolute inspiration. She started doing this during lockdown and it's really taken off. This is the 6th of June now, and I was experimenting with making homemade orange liqueur. It went very well. I've had to start another lot. We gave it a thorough testing, put it that way. Right, on the 7th I went to see an exhibition of Grayson Perry's tapestries and I was blown away by them. Definitely won't forget those in a hurry. And I'd love to go and see the exhibition of the Grayson's Art Club exhibition in Manchester, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get there, unfortunately. On the 8th, I went to my son's and we made laksa. First time we'd ever made it, and we've made it several times since. It was delicious. On the 9th, I need to look up when this was. Yes, I went to a restaurant called Liberty for lunch with a friend. One thing that's been making me smile a lot this month is my YouTube channel. YouTube generally, I love watching YouTube. But these days I'm also enjoying putting stuff on there and getting lots of nice positive comments and new followers. So that's given me a lot of smiles this month. On the 11th, my son and I went into the city, into Norwich, where we live near to the city. He lives one side of the city and I live the other now, actually. We went shopping for the first time in months. Neither of us particularly liked shopping, but going out for lunch and having a roam round Poundland in charity shops is quite fun. So we went to Poundland to pick up some stuff for future craft projects. The 12th, this was a red letter day for sure, because this was the day of the wedding. I'm trying to represent that by drawing 2 rings, but I haven't done that very well. But you get the idea. On the 13th, it was a Sunday, and that's the day that my son and I do live streaming on Twitch TV from my craft room. I think we were doing Barbie makeovers that day. Pulling out her hair and taking off her features and remaking her into something different. On the 14th, I did some work in my This Is Not a Book. I'm just going to call it Snotter. The 15th, another quiet day. But one of the things that I think has helped a lot of us over the last few months is binge watching stuff on Netflix and other streaming platforms. Should I just call it binge rather than Netflix? Yeah, binge. Now where are we up to now? 14th, 15th, 16th. It's funny just looking at these little drawings that I did throughout the months. Now it's bringing these little memories back. This is the day I went over to my son's again, and he had got his new VR, virtual reality setup, all sorted. So I had to go for the first time ever at a virtual reality thing. Oh, and I was, well, my face says it all here. It's wow. Totally blew me away. I was amazed at how immediately immersive it is. I was bowled away just going around a little hobbit house. I've also tried roller coasters. Oh, VR Google Earth is amazing. Yeah, fairground rides. I did have a go at one horror game. Oh dear, I'm not sure I'll do that again. And we also streamed that live on Twitch, so people could see me making a screaming fool of himself. On the 17th, I was potting up plants. On the 18th, another visit to Liberty, this time for an evening meal with my husband. 19th, birdies in the garden again. I love the way and this is starlings particularly, I love the way they all crowd together. And we had about 20 babies in the garden all at the same time. There must have been some from several broods. The starlings are so sort of social, aren't they? Whereas blackbirds kind of very territorial. Robins the same. But starlings, they all seem to mix in together, and there's always batches of babies all in the garden all at the same time, all fighting over the fat balls. That's meant to be a cloudy sky in the sunshine. And that's to remember. It wasn't the only day I went out for a walk, but I must have particularly enjoyed it that day. Sunshine again in this one, and that's because it's the 21st, so it was summer solstice day. 22nd, I had some friends over for dinner, and we made the laksa again with all the side dishes and toppings, and it was lovely. It was lovely to see them as well. The 23rd, that's representing painting. Really enjoying painting at the moment. Well, I always do. Makes me realise looking at this how lucky I am, how much time I get to spend doing the things I love to do. This is representing crafty chats, as we call them, with my friend Trina. We get together on Facebook Messenger or something, and each sitting in our craft room doing whatever we're doing, and chat away while we're doing it. Started doing it during lockdown, especially now that I've retired. We don't see each other so much, so this is the best way I can think to represent the census forms, which I spend a few hours every week transcribing for FreeSen. Quite enjoy doing it, and I think it's nice to give something back to a free service like that, now that I've got the time. This is the day I got some happy post, happy mail. Oh, hang on, I'm not writing the numbers on. So that's 25th, 26th, 27. This was Sunday just gone, so we were streaming again on Twitch. And this week we were doing puppets. Puppet making. Monday was quiet, but I did have a little dance like nobody's watching moment in the evening. And this is meant to be my echo, which is what I listen to music on. I'm going to call this Dance rather than Echo though, because that's what I'm remembering. Monday. No, hang on, I've got myself out of sync. That's Monday. Tuesday. So this was just yesterday. I went to Morrison's up the road. Actually, just to get the makings of some more liqueurs. And they had a special offer on whole salmon, so I bought whole salmon. Then I had to go home and work out what to do with it. It's delicious so far. And that brings me to today. And what I'm going to remember about today is drawing this. There. I'm done. I don't think I'm going to bother colouring them in or anything. I'm just going to leave them like that. They're meant to be simple. I might change my mind. I might change my mind and want to add some colour. But they're a bit, they're quite small and fiddly, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's certainly all I'm going to do for now. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Thanks very much for joining me again today, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.